Financial expert, educator, and author David Bach has helped millions around the world achieve their financial dreams. Regularly featured on television, radio, newspapers, and magazines, he has authored 7 consecutive national bestsellers, including The Automatic Millionaire, which has spent 3 years on the New York Times bestseller lists and was Businessweek's #1 business book of 2004.
Hi, David Bach here again. Since it came out in 2004, The Automatic Millionaire has sold millions of copies. It has helped countless people around the globe create a plan to automate a foolproof process of becoming a millionaire. But the question I get the most from Automatic Millionaire readers has always been, David, is there any way to speed up the process? I really don't have 20 or 30 years to work away at this. Also, when I first wrote that book, the prospects of finishing rich were so much better than they are today. Home values were skyrocketing, pay raises were the norm, and a cozy retirement seemed like a sure thing. But even at that time, 20 to 30 years sounded like an awful long time to some people, and a lot of people wanted a quicker option. Of course, things today are a lot different than 2004. Home equity has evaporated for millions, along with many of our jobs, and these days people consider themselves lucky even to be living paycheck to paycheck. At least that means they still have one. More than ever, the consensus is that in order to finish rich, we must rely more on ourselves. No one will do it for us, and I believe that there are millions of people out there today who are finally ready to do what it takes. Now, as I mentioned before, The Automatic Millionaire is a true story about a couple I worked with who became millionaires by their early 50s, all while never earning more than $50,000 in a year. It still amazes me how well the Automatic Millionaire plan works on a $50,000 a year income, or even far less than that. Following any plan for saving and retirement gets a whole lot tougher if your income drops, or totally disappears for that matter. Nowadays, even with a solid plan, it can be scary to go slow and steady, because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. I think that the legitimate concerns about the future that so many of us feel right now is the real reason why I still get that same question all the time, even more than when the Automatic Millionaire first came out. Is there a way to speed up the plan? Well, I've always believed that slow and steady wins the race, but that hasn't stopped me from working on a proven way to shorten the length of time it takes for average people to live and finish rich. Honestly though, after years and years of working on this, I really wasn't sure I would ever find one. But now, as you might have guessed, I believe I figured it out, and that is why I'm so excited today. Here's how it happened. I belong to a group for entrepreneurs here in New York City called Entrepreneurs Organization. Recently, a new guy named Jay applied to join our group. I was curious when during our interview, he told me he was on a mission to create 100 millionaires by teaching people how they can set up and run their own legitimate virtual businesses. Inspiring and empowering people to finish rich is my mission too. So I did a little research on him, and it turned out that he's been helping people for years. And getting to know him personally and learning about his company, I became convinced that Jay had knowledge I wanted for my readers. With dozens of case studies in almost 200 countries, his company excelled at helping people finish rich even faster. Now, you may have seen me on television recently talking about my goal to help 1 million people pay down $1 billion in debt. To do so, I've partnered with a multi-billion-dollar publicly traded company to create tools that help the average person get out of debt and save money. I believe that people are finally ready to buy back their freedom, and the only way to do that is to get out of debt. And of course, the fastest way to pay down debt is to increase your income. And the fastest way to save more money is also to keep increasing your income. People need to make more money. It's that simple. So it hit me that the fastest way to achieve my goal for 2011 was to combine the knowledge of Jay and his company with the tools I was developing with this multi-billion-dollar company and the time-tested strategies of the Automatic Millionaire. By helping people earn more money, I can help people just like you get out of debt and ultimately finish rich quicker than ever before. And that's how my new Automatic Millionaire program was created. For the first time ever, we're not only helping ordinary people just like you live and finish rich, but we're helping them do it faster, all while taking away some of the uncertainty that plagues all of us right now. Let me explain how it works. First, we start with the basics. Every member of my new program has their financial basics covered. This means identity protection, credit monitoring, and automated savings. Everything that we teach in the Automatic Millionaire. Second, we look at the time frame the individual has to work with. How fast are you wanting to go, and how much time do you have? Finally, we determine how much you will have to increase your income in order to make the plan work. That's where Jay's expertise comes into play. There are a variety of ways to increase your income, many of which you will never have even considered. Jay's company are experts at helping people figure out their best options, and that is why we are working together. But before we can get into your options, we need to know a bit more about you. Your next step is to complete the short form below. We don't believe in one-size-fits-all solutions. Everyone has a unique set of goals, resources, and talents, and the best option for another person might not be the best option for you. This form helps us figure out your best option. So fill it out below, and your coach will get in touch with you right away. Also, rest assured, we will never share your information with anyone. And we hate spam as much as you do. So have fun, be excited, and I will see you on the next page.